We're going to do a quick, or we're going to try a quick father fish setup in a 64 litre bow front, sitting in the window, bog standard light. We don't have any mud or soil, so we're going to throw in an inch of this multi-compost, cap it off with 3 inches of sand, and we're going to put in a sponge filter. We have a few plants in here and 10 white cloud mountain minnows, and I'm going to take some melodia out of my big tank and some anubis that I've put in my goldfish tank that they're eating. We're going to stick it all in here. We're going to try this father fish method. Put the soil in, cap it with sand, stick the plants in, throw the fish in, and everything's going to be grand till we see how it goes. So that's our 1 inch of fucking hips, no swearing. That's our 1 inch of compost, mud, whatever you like, organic compost out of homebase. Couple of quid. That's it in. It's water saturated, so there shouldn't be any air pockets in it. Way out to wash out some sand to cap it. This is what I'm going to plant. I'm still washing the sand at the moment. I'm only still rinsing out the first dish of sand. I should have about 4 dishes to rinse, so it may take me quite a while. So that's going to be my main plant there. That's going to be in one of the corners. This tank's going to be in the window, so it should get plenty of natural light. That grows into a fairly big plant. I've never grew that stuff before now, so I don't really know whether it'll go or not. I've rescued the anubis out of the goldfish tank. It is starting to sprout. It was starting to sprout in the big tank before I put it in the goldfish tank, but the goldfish have chewed some of the leaves. I'm also going to stick in this with this narrow Amazon sword plant on it. What variety it is, can't remember. I threw the box in the bin. Zustaflora. It grows like mad. And we're going to put some of this. I had this in Daniel tanks before. It spreads quite well. I also had it in shrimp tanks. If you spread it out there when you're planting it, it sprouts like it just runs through the substrate and sprouts and sprouts and sprouts. So that's the plants that's going in. So once the Zustaflora gets going, it should create a huge amount of plants in the tank in less than a month, so around about a month. It normally takes about a month. We're intending to stick one small double sponge filter in this thing. I wasn't going to go with any filter, but I think I'll just stick in one sponge filter in it. There's going to be, as I say, there are going to be 10 white clouds in it. And if they die, they die, and whatever. I've never done this father fish method before, so he reckons you just do this, throw the fish in, forget about them, and everything be hunky-dory according to him. So we're going to give it a bash, because I don't believe that if you put that amount of mud in a tank, that it can't create a whole load of ammonia and nitrates in the tank, especially if you're throwing fish in from day one, as he says. So we're going to give it a go anyway. If the fish die, they die. You'll know then it doesn't work. So that's the crack. Right, away again. That's the 10. We have our 3 inches of sand in. We have a wet tea towel over the top of it. We're going to start filling the water in now on top of this tea towel. And we have that done. We'll take out the tea towel. We'll we'll put in our dechlorinator. Well, we'll warm the water up a bit with a kettle. We'll stick in our dechlorinator. Then I'll rinse the sponge filters out. I'll clean one of the sponge filters from the big tank into a dish, and then I'll soak the sponge filter in that, get a bit of bacteria on it. And then we'll pull out the tea towel and do up our plants. I'm also going to take some Alodia out of the big tank and plant it in here as well, because I could do it propagating some more Alodia. It's not an easy plant to get. So anyway, there's now 3 inches of sand capping that. There are a few bits of stuff floating about. We'll net them out when we fill the tank and take the tea towel out. There's a few bits of the potting compost or whatever it is floating about in the wee bits of water. Not much, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. So we have our plants in. Our tank's filled up. Well, it's almost filled up. We're not sure how high we're going to fill it yet. We have in Alodia, Zustafloria. Don't know what that grass plant is. We have our Anubias that we took back out of our goldfish tank. And we have some Java ferns glued on. Some Alodia in the back there. Just washing the filters. You know, all this lovely gooky stuff. Washed out one of the fluval internal filters in my big tank in this water here. I'm just seeding this sponge filter with all that lovely gook, and then we're going to stick it in. We had to cut a bit off the sponge filter because we don't have that much depth of water. We have that much sand and stuff in this tank. So anyway, we'll get this filter on, get the lid on, the light on, float the fishes in. That's if they're still alive. They've been in the bag now nearly 5 hours, so I never even looked at them yet. But anyway, sure, it's a budget tank. Everything was in the shed there. Bought the sand was £3 something in homebase. The potting compost in the bottom was £2 something. Piece of bogwood was I bought that piece there new, cost me 12 quid. Bogwood's expensive. I have 15 quid's worth of plants there. Buy three for 12 quid or 3 for 15, I can't remember. But I bought 3 plants. The Zustaflorus, that big thing, that Yucamida, the Java moss or the Java fern, had the Alodia, had the Anubias. Tank's a wee bit cloudy, but it should be alright. I've seen a lot worse sand aquariums when they start off. Right, I'm away again till we get this finished up. Our filter going, our double sponge filter. It was washed out in that gunk out of the filter of the big tank to seed it. 5 hours in the plastic bag, and our 10 white clouds is still alright. Every one of them still okay. So we're going to get a cup of coffee and then we're going to release them. Give them a wee bit of time to equalise. Then we'll stick the lid on. We'll see what happens in the morning. That'll be it for tonight. So the fish all survived anyway in their little bag for 5 hours there. Well, coming 6 hours, it's just gone 11 o'clock. So anyway, I'm not going to put on the light till tomorrow. So that's it. We'll see if any of them alive in the morning, and what the story is with them. There's 10 white clouds. That's it, folks. We'll add another bit in the morning there, see how it settles, how it clears over the next couple of days. And then we'll put all the videos together as one, stick them on YouTube. So this is the morning, the following morning. The fish are still, they didn't die anyway. I don't see any dead ones. So we'll see how it goes. That's all we can do, really. I only see 8 fish. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I only see 9, so the one hiding somewhere. Well, the one did actually die last night. No idea. Can't see a dead one anyway, so we'll see how it goes. The budget father fish method.